Chapter 2 Remix Battle Pass has been fully revealed, and today we take a look at all the rewards and pages of skins that we're going to be receiving upon it rolling around November 2nd. And for when this does roll around, don't forget to enter code FM1 inside the shop, being one of the shortest and easiest codes to enter. Literally takes like 3 seconds on any device. It would mean the world to me and my dog Charlie the Charcoal Pug, and I think we've proven that by getting a giant cutout of our code to show our love back to you guys, rocking it in the hashtag FM1 squad. Enough messing around, diving straight into it all on our first of 7 pages, as the Battle Pass obviously is shorter for these month-long seasons like OG last time, with 5 total skins. First of all, despite the V-Bucks, we have this change music pack. I'm going to try and not talk in the future music packs just so you guys can have a listen to them in the background, but again, 100 V-Bucks. Heartbreaker spray, which I thought was coming around for one of the Valentine's Day events in the past, obviously because it has love hearts on it, so it completely makes sense. Again, another 100 V-Bucks, and each Battle Pass, I do believe, has more than 950 V-Bucks per, like, between level 1 and the max level to get the next Battle Pass if you have the paid version. We have a kind of Reload-esque pickaxe right here, which obviously correlates to the umbrella that we can unlock in Fortnite Reload for simply getting a win, I believe it is. And then the next, or kind of last reward on this page, or the first of all of the skins that we're about to go on to, as you can see, is the one ball or pool ball skin, which in my opinion is one of the more underwhelming skins out of all the ones we're going to be revealing, so stay tuned until the end, as there are some insane mashups between the Chapter 2 skins that obviously are remade in this particular kind of, you know, remix pass, OG pass, whatever you want to call it. Again, being shorter than just going up to level 100, it only goes up to level 50 in these month-long seasons. So for the second page, again, we've got some more V-Bucks. We've got the Perfect Spectrum wrap, which is nice and vibrant and definitely complements one of the other skins that we're about to move on to, but isn't actually on this page. It definitely is one of the cooler looking wraps though that will stand out on your weapon due to the light and dark contrast of the black and then the bright rainbow colours. So I think I may be rocking this from time to time, although I must admit I don't really pay too much attention to wraps, honestly, out of my entire locker in terms of like the customization and stuff. The wrap is the last thing I'm wanting to change. I want to get my emotes right, I want to get the skin combo and the overall fit correct, but as you can see, this is what it looks like on all the different weapon categories, so you guys got a good look at that right there. Then we have another 100 V-Buck reward, and moving on we have a music pack, which I'm going to be quiet for right now. Pretty cool, and then of course, from you guys getting a gist of that right there, it does have some really cool artwork on the music pack itself. Kind of reminds me of the Dia de Muertos or Day of the Dead skins kind of vibe overall, this artwork, which, yeah, it honestly looks cool, but I don't think people pay too much attention to music pack artwork. We then have some more V-Bucks, so you guys are going to be pretty stacked this season. A GG Watch the Drip spray, which definitely will be something that people will be using on the new version of Reload, I'm guessing, when they've eliminated players so they can drop back down and kind of troll them and stuff, as we are getting a second Reload map. But then is our second skin, the Chaos Reborn outfit, which obviously is a mashup of Chaos Agent and a female character, or just simply a female version of the Chaos Agent, which we got an underwhelming storyline development for in Chapter 2 Season 1 and didn't really continue too much until we saw Megalodon throw him out of the Leviathan in the Chapter 5 Season 3 trailer. But now moving on to page 3, already we have some V-Bucks and this pickaxe called Power Grip. This would kind of work well with the dummy skin, or the remix version of the dummy skin that we saw in that Wasteland themed season. Again, Chapter 5 Season 3, let me know what you think about that down below in the comments. It obviously does have the same colour scheme and kind of, you know, spare parts vibe, as if it looks like a robotic arm and stuff. Then we have some more V-Bucks, just simply 100, as we do get 100 V-Bucks for each of the V-Buck rewards in the Battle Pass, not to say V-Bucks too much. Then we have the Tova Escape spray, which kind of looks like Lil Split merged with some sort of small robot or something like that, which I can see being an item at some point in Fortnite that they've teased early on through a cosmetic being the spray. Another 100 V-Buck installment, of course, nothing new to mention there. The Space Blaster wrap, which is our first animated wrap of this Battle Pass overall. It definitely does look cool to obviously have an animated wrap, but sometimes I think on your weapons, especially from cycling it throughout all the different options and stuff, it can be distracting, especially on snipers. And speaking of snipers, as they were a part of the loot pool in most of the Chapter 2 seasons anyways, despite Season 6, as we had them vaulted in Chapter 5 Season 4 this entire season for whatever reason. Maybe it was because of the different mythic Marvel bosses and their abilities and stuff. Hopefully we can get them back, because I've definitely missed, you know, cranking them one-hit headshots and wiping away someone's entire shield and health. But then we have a Ghost Chaos Reborn outfit. Of course, Ghost and Shadow were two factions introduced in Chapter 2 Season 2 for the Spies theme season, and that's the narrative that's obviously being applied here. A Ghost kind of themed version, being the lighter colour scheme of the the two factions, of course, Shadow kind of saying that in the name. Then we have page 4, V-Bucks. This Quack Axe Pickaxe, which we thought we were initially going to be receiving with the summer update or the No Sweat Summer Rewards, as all of these were available for us to unlock, and of course this massively complements the kind of style or theme they were going with, especially since it's like a rubber duck implying, you know, water sports and everything for summer, with a water tank attached to the end, but it definitely does look really cool. Another installment of V-Bucks. Then we have the Hopper Sack being a bat bling. These plushy bat blings are honestly working a treat in Fortnite. They initially introduced the Nana Buddy as a part of one of the Fortnite crew installments, which could return at some point, but then we obviously had the plushy Meowtooth in the Chapter 5 Season 4 Battle Pass this season, and also Peelverine if we attended the D23 live stream, or actually purchased it from the item shop in the Meowtooth actual skin set, which the Meowtooth plushie wasn't applied to for whatever reason. Then we have the Bang Boom Pow Wrap. This isn't animated, I don't believe, but obviously it has a clean finish of kind of white dots going tonally across all of the different types of weapons. It does apply to some of the weapons better than others, so obviously you could pick and choose, but I don't think I'm going to be using this wrap. Obviously, it's kind of like comic book animated when you do shoot it, so if you're using a fully automatic kind of assault rifle submachine gun, it may get very distracting as you're holding down the trigger and all these different animations are happening on the weapon that are unpredictable and just appearing in different segments throughout the weapon itself. But then our third overall skin out of 5 is Fluffy Sky, being a Sky from Chapter 2 Season 2 remix with Guff in a female form, as we've never seen a female version of Guff, although we do have the skinnier Guff in the summer kind of version, which released in one of the prior years for the summer event in a bundle, and this is one of my favourite skins throughout the entire remix pass. Then on page 5, as we're getting close toward the end now, we have the Cuddle Mania Claws back bling after a portion of V-Bucks once again, which obviously is like a kind of cuddly grapper machine or plushie machine that you'd see at the arcades. Then another installment of V-Bucks, once again obviously making up a lot of rewards in the battle pass. And then we have the hex code wrap. This, out of all the wraps so far, I think is honestly one of the most clean, as it is animated, but it's not obviously reacting to you shooting each individual bullet, so it won't make obviously things distracting when you've got a fully automatic assault rifle SMG, or even LMG if they're part of the loot pool in Chapter 2 Remix, as they were throughout the Chapter 2 seasons. We then have the Chaos Quench Spray, which again appeals to these summer vibes and obviously ties in the theme of Chaos Agent, as we do have the female version remix for Chapter 2 Remix in the Battle Pass, which I'm guessing could also mean throughout Chapter 2 OG or Remix, whatever you want to call it, at some point we see Chaos Agent return to the item shop, perhaps. But then we have a second style for Sky's Remix, which initially a lot of people thought was simply just a female version of Guff, but it's actually Sky dressed up as a female version of Guff, obviously, you know, wearing that on the head, which is a mask completely covering it, kind of like a full head costume that you'd see at Disneyland. Then for the second to last page, we have some V-Bucks, the Llama Drop Spray, which I think, oh yeah, it didn't load in, that's why it was bad quality, but as you can see, this could also be meaning we see a different type of supply drop at some point, because, you know, the balloon on supply drops is normally just this yellow thing. Then we have some more V-Bucks, the Rolling Glyphs Wrap, which obviously, again, could be quite distracting on some of your weapons when you're zooming down the sights, depending on what it looks like on the different weapon models. Not too bad on the shotgun. And then SMGs, yeah, that kind of obviously is a smaller weapon, but sniper rifles, you won't see it looking down the scope. Pistols, yeah, this is definitely something I can see people rocking, especially to complement, you know, the reload kind of glider or vibe with the pickaxe that we saw earlier in the Battle Pass showcase. Then we have a V-Buck reward and these final Cleaver's dual wield pickaxes. I want to know your guys' opinion down below in the comments. As for pickaxes, what do you think is better? Just the singularly held one, which obviously is quite a lot longer or bigger in your hand, or the dual wield ones that we're now seeing? I know we have a really cool nunchuck scythe one in the Fortnite crew for November, but obviously those cleavers would nicely complement the TNTina crossover with Ocean, with the Ocean hairstyle, I believe, but obviously the TNTina colours, and looks very similar overall to TNTina, called Hydrogena. But obviously this is the 4th of 5 skins, and we're about to move on to the final page, so you guys will obviously know what this is if you've seen the trailers. First of all, some more V-Bucks, then the Carrot Carver pickaxe, which will nicely complement, as you can see from the rewards at the bottom, the gold touched, coloured or mixed up skin skin at the end, definitely a clean looking design, and obviously these are a lot bigger, as previously mentioned when looking at the dual wield cleavers, than a dual wield pickaxe, because it's simply just one thing held across both hands. But then we have Over Yonder, being a reference to DJ Yonder from Chapter 1 Season 6 as a spray. Not sure why the full quality isn't loading straight away for these, but obviously we've just got to work with it and show you guys what's what in this battle pass. Another portion of V-Bucks, the second to last emote or reward of the whole battle pass itself being sun soaking. This kind of, you know, sun visors, tanning booth thing that you hold up toward your face when it's sunny outside. I can definitely see people using this when they've eliminated a squad or different players, when they're spectating, or automatically get put there to imply that they were just sweated on in terms of being eliminated. And then, last but not least, the best skin of the entire battle pass in my opinion, Meowdus or Midas and Meowscles crossover. Look how cool this skin looks. Of course, we didn't expect at first when we initially thought or knew we were going back to Chapter 2 remix as a remix or month-long season that we would be seeing yet another Meowscles variant, as there's a lot in Fortnite. But as shown in the Chapter 2 Season 2 trailer itself, he is Midas' right-hand man Meowscles, so a crossover was only inevitable or a matter of time. Here's what it'll look like upon redeeming all of the rewards, and I want to give a huge shout out to Dev Inc. over on Twitter for obviously putting this battle pass together, based off all the leaks we've seen about all the skins throughout the entire battle pass itself, and what we're going to be seeing rolling around on November 2nd. Don't forget, when the official thing actually releases, to enter code FM1 inside the shop, as I'm an Epic partner. Takes 2 seconds, one of the shortest codes to enter, and nobody is doing it like me and Charlie the Charcoal Pug, with a giant cutout of the code to simply show love back to their community, rocking it like we do in the FM1 squad.